everybody. I want to pop on to say hi, what you doing, what you've been up to. It's good to see you. Today I got a great friend with me. I'm going to have him introduce himself, but I hope you're doing well. How's everybody out there? Make sure if you want to comment and you want to ask our speaker questions, put it in the chat so we can jump down. Hey, I see you out there. Tamara, good to see you. So today, you guys, like I said, I love to bring on my friends who are just doing great things in the community and doing great things for educators. So introducing, drum roll, please, Mr. 𝐾𝐨𝐬. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Awesome. Thank you so much for having me, Cassandra.
Oh my gosh, we love to have you. Like I said, I love to get just a new insight on life and just how I can be better as a coach. So like I said, we all have our people that we definitely reach out to. So
absolutely,
𝐾𝐨𝐬 is one of those people.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's an honor.
So I guess just let everybody know how dope you are.
Wow, I'm excited. You got me all excited and hyped up. So let me just say, well, I'm 𝐾𝐨𝐬. I've been an educator for 20 plus years. I've served as assistant principal, instructional coach, teacher, and a parent. So, you know, there's definitely get all of the different sides of education. But I'm also a CEO and co-founder of Innovative School Tools, an ed tech company that produces Teachers in Touch. In addition to that, I'm also a consultant for leaders. So if you're an aspiring leader or an existing leader, I'm here for you to help out and support in any way I can.
So that's great. We love people that help others because that's what we all do, right? We all are.
Absolutely. Education is that field where we really help everybody. If it wasn't for an educator, all these things would not exist.
Yes. So I guess, so how I kind of do it is I support the teachers in the classroom using video. So how do you help our dynamic educators?
I love it. I love it. That's the one thing I would do for free. Well, the second thing I would do for free, teach history. I would do that first free. But anyway, the thing is coaching and helping teachers as well as anybody in education is this real one tip. This one tip is using what I call the O3. The O3 is an abbreviation for one-on-one. And it's a powerful tool to where you can really leverage your relationship, build a personal relationship with the person, professional personal relationship, help them grow to meet their actual work goals, whatever those milestones. And then the third thing is their own personal milestones. So if you're a teacher and you want to move up to be an instructional coach, well, let me help you through this O3 process to get you there. And it's really that type of coaching that goes on and development that goes on from any stage, and no matter what your current position is, you can set those parameters up. That's the number one goal. And if I could tell anybody out there, the O3. And Cassandra, you can definitely have that tool to make sure we share it with everybody.
Sure. No. And so, this reminds me of just personal good connection with people that you know, and really being able to get into how you can support them in their journey.
Absolutely. Because if they're getting better as a leader and as an instructional coach, our job is to help the adults grow. And if the adults grow, then guess what happens with the kids? They're growing. They're getting the best. And that's what we're all about. So though as an administrator, I may not be actually in the classroom, but my job is I'm responsible for everybody's learning and everybody's achievement. So by doing that, that's the O3 allows us to really dig down into things and help that person get that done. And just a little bit more about it is a weekly meeting. Is an actual form of protocol, and there's a weekly meeting that goes along with it. And it's an hour-long meeting, and this is a sacred time. I don't care unless the building is burning down, that meeting occurs. If the superintendent walk in, they have to wait because it's about that coaching session to grow us all.
No, I love that. And there are so many times where there's interruptions, right? From the bells and and so when do we ever get time for ourselves? So this is kind of like a self-healing, motivating, and just getting your whole self together before you can support others.
Absolutely. And one of the great things about that one-on-one is that the very first part is on a personal level. It's about that person and how they're doing. Unlike any other business, our business is totally humans. The product is a human, our students. The workers, the factory, the school is made up of not robots, humans. And then, of course, the managers are humans. So if we don't deal with that relationship level, if we don't deal with Maslow's hierarchy of needs, first and then try to get to that education, it's all for naught. We're going to have a lot of problems going on. So that's where we have to spend that time and that one-on-one, building that personal relationship, showing that I value you, and then we can move on to these other things. So therefore, it's not, the cliche, children don't care how much we know until they know how much we care. Well, guess what? It's all humans. Don't
Yes,
care about what
yes,
you
yes,
know.
yes,
It's
yes.
all what you care.
No, I totally agree. And those personal relationships are, so key in any relationship. So I love what you're saying. So you had some really tips, and I kind of wanted to know some of these great tips that you use to train our educational leaders. Can you kind of share some of those
Ah,
tips that you have with us?
yes, yes, yes. There's three, in my opinion, humble opinion, to be a master administrator, you need three main things. And those three things are systems. The second one is instruction. And the third one is relationship. So I abbreviate as SIR. Okay. So systems, instruction, and relationship. If you have those three, you will be an excellent administrator. The crazy part about it is not just in that order. It's actually S for systems, R for relationships is the bottom portion of a triangle. And then the other two legs are supported by the relationships. Remember, we said that was key. So you have to have the systems, and you have to have the second leg is instruction, and the bottom leg that supports it all is relationships. Now, what exactly do I mean by this?
Yes.
Systems. You have to create systems for everything. The difference, in my opinion, of a business from a business, you know what I mean, right? Is systems. So yes, and that's where I don't care if you don't like McDonald's, it may not be fine dining to you, but guess what? They're not going out of business. Pandemic and all, they're not going out of business. They still going and showing. Why? Because they have systems. And that's what we as educators, the school building, has to come up with systems in order to address all of these different issues that we are facing on a regular basis. Now, that systems, you need processes and tools in which to address those things. And we can go into that at a further conversation. But one example of a tool is the tool Teachers in Touch that we created at Innovative School Tools that actually helps you get the data and optimize the systems so that you can get the data and make some real-time decisions in order to support education and support school improvement. So that's one area, that's that one carrier triangle is the systems. Then we're going to talk about relationships. And I'm not talking about relationships like, oh, let's just have a gene day. Oh, let me feed you for faculty meeting.
Oh my goodness. Yes. And it's funny that you say that, because that's all the relationship building that I see. And, even sometimes when, principals do have those outings, that doesn't necessarily mean that they want to hang with the leadership. I'm going to just put that out there.
So true, so true. We all on our P's and make sure you don't say this, make sure you don't say that. Exactly. Like, this is just Sprite. It's not anything else.
So what do you mean? Yeah, what do you mean by relationships? Go ahead.
Now, let's not get it twisted. We all like the Gene Day. I do. But at the same time, that doesn't get us done. That helps us to cope with the work. It doesn't get us better doing the work, because the work is still going to be there, period. So what are we doing as far as relationships are concerned when it comes to doing the actual work? So that's what we have to think about. Are we building teams in a right way? Do I understand the personnel to see which person should go on this team? Am I saying, do I have a whole bunch of introverts, extroverts? Do I have a north, south, east, and west on the team? Am I ignoring something there? And if I'm not placing those things, it's going to automatically create blind spots, or it's going to automatically create obstacles because I didn't think from that perspective. I mean, I'm a north. I'm not a south. The south is that touchy, nice, feely, warm, fuzzy person. That's wonderful. I need that person on my team. So I'm looking for that person. I'm looking for them to join me on that team so that we can make a better product in whatever that situation may be it attendance plan, lesson plan, whatever. But by that way, I'm actually able to really encompass a lot of people. So and address a lot of people's needs and bring them on board so we can do the work in a much more efficient, productive, and holistic way.
No, I totally agree. And, it kind of reminds me of every time that there was a frustration as an educator, I would always kind of think of what are some solutions so I can not only bring the problem, but bring possible solutions and
Absolutely.
think about who would be best to support that team.
Mhm.
And a lot of times we kind of think that it's usually administrative top down, but that grassroots approach is
Absolutely.
so powerful.
It is
So
so
yes.
powerful. It is the way to go. It
Mhm.
doesn't, it gets away from the word buy-in because it's automatic ownership.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to buy in if you own it and you're already in it, and that's where it is. One thing I tell a person, I was telling this coach, this principal, excuse me, that I was coaching, you need to automatically have your naysayer.
Yeah.
Find the naysayer in your building. And you got some in your building. All of y'all have some. Don't even front. You got some. So what you then take is find the naysayer that has the most respect, though, of all the other naysayers, because when they're on that team, they're gonna try to shoot it down, which is what you want. We're in the brainstorming phase. We're in the writing of the first draft. So I want you to find all the mistakes here right now. I want you to do that because if we solve that now when we roll it out, and guess who's gonna be the mouth of it? Not me, the principal. Guess who's gonna be the mouth of it? The naysayer.
Mhm.
Guess who's going to get those people who are laggards as far as coming into buying into things? The naysayer. Guess who's going to be that one that's out there being the bully for you? The police, the naysayer. So now you have people on your team that you never thought of that normally would be negative Nancy sitting over there or having the meeting after the meeting. They're not in there now. They're part of the team. So that's what makes the relationship
Mhm.
so very important. And that's what we're doing and how we incorporate relationships into doing the work so we can actually get the work done.
Okay. So that was relationships and
Uh-huh.
the
System.
systems. And
Yep.
what was the third one?
The third one is instruction, which of course,
Instruction.
that's what we have, which is what we're here for.
Yeah.
Teaching and learning is what it's all about. But even then, it's some things that we really need to do. One, we bring in people like Cassandra so she could help us getting our PLCs right and help us getting our instruction right and make sure all of our actions and boards and things, all those things are correct. That's one thing. The second thing about it is making sure we have a system in doing that. It's not just hiring Cassandra for a one-off situation. How does it fit into the whole schema? Have I thought of incorporating my teachers in determining what they may need for professional development? Have I actually thought about that?
Oh
If
my
I
God,
haven't,
I'm getting excited.
if I haven't, then guess what? You're building resistance already. You're automatically doing that, which now is another roadblock that you have to go in. And now let me try to get some buy-in. Let me have another gene day to get you to buy in. Let me buy some food for you to have a buy-in. You still need food.
Yes.
Don't
No,
forget
hey,
the food.
we need food.
We need food. So don't take me. I'm not taking this to diss food.
No. I love it. I love it. And you're so right. So when I always think about what PDs do we need, I base it off of data. What do I see in the classroom? I need. But then I ask my staff, right?
Right.
And many times I can get buy-in from the staff on, what are some strategies? And sometimes, I can raise that carrot and they help me present, like we can co-present content.
That's right.
And so that is the beauty of, identifying the data and the need and identifying the support in the building that will help you deliver your PD. So yes, you get me all pumped and excited over here.
Exactly. We need to. If we don't, we'd be like teaching to the wall again, and we have to motivate and all of that. Whereas if you already start from them already, then you do less motivation because you're taking them in mind from the very beginning.
Yep. Oh my gosh, you are hitting all the points, and I'm thankful to know you, right?
Hey, thank you for having me, man. I am enjoying it. Hey, I'm loving it.
So is there any, last minute things you want to say to our people out there?
Well, everybody, please stay safe. And I want to say thank you to all of the educators out there, because literally, just like we say thank you to our veterans, which is so important, we also have to say thank you to our educators. Because if we did not have you, we would not be where we are. And I could tell you, if it wasn't for my Miss Norbert, who was my 6th grade ELA teacher and social studies teacher, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. I'd be Whoa. That was a rough year that year. So, but anyway, if it wasn't for you, so I just want to say thank you. And I want all of us to right here to say thank you to you. Take this opportunity to say thank you to you, Cassandra, but also to all of our educators in doing this real work. Stay safe, everyone. And if you need me, let me know.
All right, thank you. I'll put his information in the chat.
Okay.
Thank you, Haj. She's been amazing. So bye for now.
Bye-bye. See you later.